All right, let's go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Menhera Monday. I'm your host, Exhibit A, wishing you a very happy Menhera Monday. How you all doing today? Hey, Bakyaro. Hey, Bree. Nice to see you back. It's been a little while. Hello, Toy Box. The real Toy Box, not the fake Toy Box. The real Toy Box. Hello, Mr. Venus. Hello, fake Toy Box. Hello, there's fake Toy Box. Hello, Sakura. Hello, Utopia. Who else? Hello, Lily. Who else? Who else? Who else? Alright. Alright. Yep, that's... I mean, fake toy box is only one toy box in stream chat. What do you mean? Nah. Alright. Welcome, everyone, to Menhera Monday. We're here to be Menhering all over the Monday, as we normally do. How long are these streams normally? I need to know if I need to walk back to school. They're normally about, like... My last one was on the shorter side. It was only like a little over an hour. In the past, they were like at least 2 hours. Now they're like an hour and a half or so. I cut them down now because I do them on my work day. It's Toy Box and Toy Box. Get it right, Civet. I did get it right. I did. But yeah. Hello, everyone. And also, I like how Toy Box is like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm in urgent care, so don't worry too much if I go quiet. What do you mean, don't worry? What do you mean? Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm just in urgent care. Don't worry about if you don't hear from me, I'm just like in urgent care. It's so don't worry. It's like, what? You're just gonna drop that on us and be like, oh, don't worry, don't worry. What the hell happened? Oh, don't worry, guys. I just got freaking like, I just got like, I just got like shot in the head. But it's fine. Don't worry. If I disappear, it's because the doctors are taking the bullet out of my head. I'm fine. You're just gonna. Okay. Hope you're okay though. Hope you're okay. Get well soon. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but urgent care sounds like a big deal. So, you have my blessing. I'm giving you my blessing, which means that everything will go well for you. Alright, that's a thing that I can do. I can give blessings, because I'm a strong person. And I have powers. So, I imbue you my powers. Things are gonna go well. You're gonna survive. Everything's gonna be awesome. As you can see the priorities of his supporters. Yeah, apparently it's like Toy's over here like dying and she's like dedicating her waking time to like watching me. And in fairness, that's good priorities, but also if you gotta go, then that's fine. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Don't risk your life to be here. Alright? You need to live so that you can come to more Menhera Mondays. I would rather you come to more of them in the future than for you to push yourself too hard now and not come to them. So, don't die. Survive. You got this. I believe in you. I'm with you. Always. Alright, alright. Oh, we gotta find new music now. And I've missed so many messages, guys. I've missed so many messages. As I get more popular, it's gonna get so hard to actually, like, keep track. Me too, Exhibit. My neck is swollen and I'm feverish. Are you both, like, you both just in a bad way? I'm with you always as if he's a superhero. I don't know. I think calling me a superhero is kind of underselling me. I think I'm a bit more. I think I'm more to offer than that. You know, like it's just the way it is. Okay, Exhibit. I guess I'll survive. Gotta make sure no one cancels you. That's true. That's true. You need to be here over the next few years because I'm gonna say some really fucked up shit, and you need to find a way to like justify it and make it sound less bad, and make excuses for me as to like why it was actually not that bad that I did it, right? And I'm not gonna make it easy for you, all right? I'm gonna make it hard, okay? This is gonna be a hard job for you. I'm not here to be like a pure innocent YouTuber who's like easy to defend, right? I'm not making it easy for my PR team. You're gonna have something to work with here, right? I'm gonna make it hard for you. So I need you here. I need you here with me. I need you here. I need you here to say, no, no, no. When he said that, actually, it was in this context. He was actually referring, you know, oh, when he made that, when he said that horrible, offensive thing about that group of people, he actually didn't mean that. He was just saying that, he didn't mean it, right? You know. Oh no, no, he doesn't actually have he hasn't actually locked up fans in his basement and like manipulated them into becoming his slaves. That's not something he did. That was a joke. He didn't do that. Or if it wasn't a joke, then actually it was fine because they deserved it. Right? This is what you need to do for me, okay? This is your job. So don't die. This is a very special job for you. All right. I've missed so many messages, man. Moxie, is Moxie in here? I don't even see. I see people talking about Moxie. I don't know if he's actually in here. Don't see his name. This is the issue with getting. I'm suffering from success here. I've got too many of you in the chat, and I can't read everything now. All right, I'm just gonna start from the bottom. Well, it was like consensual kidnapping, so it's all good. Yeah, exactly. It was okay that I kidnapped them. They were asking for it. They were asking for it. We canceling him finally? No, not yet. That day has not come yet. I had to really think of an answer for this one because most of the things I wanted to put could get me in trouble. What do you mean, Baki? What do you mean? This coming from the guy who wrote freaking, oh, if I had a power, I would choose time stop. I would choose time stop. Right, this coming from the guy who's like, oh, what's a piece of art you want everyone to experience once in your life? You're like Boku no Pico. Alright, this coming from the guy. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. What could be worse than that? What could be worse than freaking time stop, bro? What were you thinking of writing? You tell me you're holding back? Like, it's can't be helped. Freaking time stuff. So, how do you expect us to answer this without something illegal or something that exposes us? Well, that's just more about you than it does about me. You're doing illegal stuff, are you? Is that what you would be doing? Listen, there's an anonymous. You can submit it anonymously for a reason, right? You don't need to put your name, all right? You don't need to put your name. Don't need to put it. Check DMs exhibit. Oh. Zana? What? Why is Zana kidnapping me again? Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't put on the cuffs. Not the cuffs. Not the cuffs. No, don't do that. Let go of me. Must embarrass the supporters on the stream. That's what I always do. You cannot cancel someone that does not care. Exactly, that's true. The best thing to do if you're ever canceled for anything is to just double down, right? Just double down. It doesn't matter how bad what you've done is, just double down. If you apologize, some people will forgive you, but some people will hate you. Right? And the people who are on your side will now no longer support you. So you get hated by everybody. Alright, you get hated by the people who are on your side, and you get hated by the people who are against you. But if you double down, then the people who are against you will still hate you, same as before, but the people who are on your side, they'll be like, yo, based. He's so cool. He doubled down. Oh, when he was called out for committing hate crimes and like beating that guy to death, he doubled down. What a badass. What a cool guy. Bro, what a, you know? That's how you win the YouTube game, right? You just don't show any sensitivity. You're just like, I don't care. I don't care. That's how you win. That's how you win. Apologizing is admission to guilt. You gotta gaslight and make them feel guilty for being so wrong. Exactly. Like this is how it works, right? People do not think in terms of morality, right? People do not judge, people on the internet, I should say, don't judge actions based on morality. They don't judge it based on, oh, right or wrong. They judge it based on aura. They judge it based on aura. They're like, how much aura does this act have? Oh, this guy freaking like freaking beat a guy to death and he's apologizing for it. What a loser. He did some throw him under the bus. He's our next cancel victim. Oh, what? This guy beat someone to death and he's like not sorry for it and he's actually doubling down. What a super Chad. What a super Chad. I want to subscribe to this guy, right? You want to know something? Like, I am joking here, but like, there's an element of truth to what I'm saying, if you think about it, and how people actually act in the world. For example, why is it that people praise you or like commend you for starting smoking and stopping smoking? Why is that? How does that make sense? Right? Do you guys want to know something? Whenever I was vaping, right? Or whenever I started vaping again, for like a brief period of time, like at work, all my coworkers were like, they were like cheering me on. They were like, "Oh, welcome! Ah, you're back. You're in the fold. Ah, yeah, you go. You got yeah. All right." They were like, "Yo, yeah, come on in. You're one of us. Yeah, yeah." It's like they're like cheering me on, right? They're like, "Ah, yeah, here we go," like sharing it with me and all that, right? You want to know what they did whenever I quit? Whenever I stopped again? You want to know what they did? The exact same fucking thing. They were like, "Yeah, good on you. Good on you. Ah, you quit it. Yeah, good for you, man. Good for you." And it's like, how does that make sense? Why is it both a good thing to start smoking and also a good thing to stop smoking? You'd think that if you think it's good to start smoking, you wouldn't think it's good to stop. And if you think it's good to stop, you wouldn't think it's good to start, right? Isn't that contradictory? Isn't that weird? But it's not weird when you realize what's actually going on. They're not praising you based on what's right and wrong. They're praising you based on aura. Because starting smoking, that's a high aura action, right? You're cool if you do that. It looks cool. You're cool. And stopping smoking is also a high aura action. Because it's cool. You're like, oh, what a badass. He quit. He was able to quit and he's not bothered by it. He's like, that's strong of him. That's so cool of him. Right? They don't care about what's good for you. They care that it's cool. They care that it gives you a big aura, right? This is how people think. They don't care what's good for you. They don't care what's good for your life. They care what looks cool, right? What's respectable. It's like, it's like, this is why people, this is why people like strong people who are assholes, right? This is why people like fucking Andrew Tate. He's an asshole. He does things that are morally deplorable. People are like, oh, he's so cool. He beat that guy to death. He freaking beat that guy to death with his bare hands. But he did it in a really cool way. He's such a badass. I want to be just like him. Oh, he human trafficked some people, but oh, he's such a cool guy when he's smoking that cigar. When he's shirtless and he's smoking that cigar and he's all muscular. Oh, he's such a badass. Oh, I want to human traffic people just the way he does. This is unironically how people think, right? They don't admit to thinking that way, but this is how a lot of people in the world think. They don't care what's right and wrong. They just care what's cool, right? And a lot of the time, they happen to align with what's right and wrong in the world, right? Their beliefs will align with that. Not because it's right, though, but because it's cool. They're like, oh, this guy stood up for what was right. What a cool guy. What a badass. Right? But, like, it's not because they did the right thing. It's because they were a badass. They would praise someone equally so for being a badass in a really evil way. This is how people think. It's about aura. That's what it's about. This is how, like, a certain segment of the population thinks, right? It's like, it's about, like, what's cool. It's about what's, like, if you do something really bad, but in a cool way, that's considered respectable. Alright, I've missed so much of chat right now. Nick is a natural laxative and I drink coffee a lot, so... What, so you're saying you shit everywhere? Who supports you start smoking? A lot of people. A lot of people. Or it's just unofficial social credit? Real. Yeah, true. I like doing the opposite of what people consider cool and create my own concept of cool. It's called being a contrarian, which is... I used to think that was very based, but things aren't good just because they're not mainstream, right? You shouldn't do something just because people like it. Or so you shouldn't do something just because people like don't like it, or intentionally just go against the grain for the sake of going against the grain, because then you become a contrarian. Then you start to like just do things because they're considered bad by society, and it's like, well, sometimes society is right about some things, so maybe you shouldn't do that. You need a balance. There's someone in the hallway. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. One second. One second. Alright, guys. I hate living with other people, man. There's someone in the hallway, and I don't feel like I can speak freely if there's people listening. All right. So when are we getting the ghost hunting stream? Like real life ghost hunting or like phasmophobia? Ghost hunting? I don't know. That could be fun. It could be. All right. What's everyone talking about now? I haven't gotten drunk in like 5 days. Where's my applause? Good job, Bree. Good job. That's good. That is high aura, Bree. That is a high aura activity. To quit drinking. Alright, I'm gonna try to read all of what you were writing. So if I continually start and stop and stop and start smoking, I'll get infinite cheering. Unironically, yes. Like this is what people are like. It's like they're like, yeah, join it, join the addiction. Ah, you're addicted. Ha. Then you quit, and they're like, oh, respect. It's like, what kind of value system do you have? Where stopping smoking and starting smoking are both good things. Like this doesn't compute. But yeah. Alright, I'm just trying to catch up on chat here. I'm like skimming everything I missed. Watching exhibit streams just cause he's niche. When he becomes popular, I'm falling off the face of the earth and y'all are never hearing from me. No, Salad! Salad, you don't want to join the cool club? I'm gonna make a cool club for all the people who were here at the start, okay? Whenever I get popular. Alright, you get a cool club. You get a special Discord channel to lurk in. You get a special role. And I don't know. Other benefits. Like maybe I'll maybe throw in some like health insurance maybe some dental. Maybe some dental. All right. I should put on some background music because it's just so quiet right now. It's so quiet. Exhibit Opar. Let's play Phasmophobia. I played it once on stream. I was very drunk. I don't remember much of it. I really don't. Getting drunk is like going down a rabbit hole. I think it's very person to person, you know. Like, it sounds like you've definitely had some bad experiences with it, so I think it's good that you're getting off of it. It's one of those things where like some people can like incorporate it into their life in like a way that's like fine, but it's very easy to like lose control of it if you end up doing it often. I'm sort of lucky in that I don't really like it that much, so I don't want to do it that often anyway. But then, if you are someone who likes it a lot, it's very easy to fall into doing it a lot. Your voice is so hecking juicy. Thank you, Moxie. Thank you. Like, I avoid getting Danganronpa background music. I did that during the debate stream with Moxie. We were both the best master debaters ever. We master debated all over the place. It was super cool. What music am I putting on, guys? What was it? Okay. Persona 3 Reload, I guess. Alright. Here we go. Wait, start from the beginning. Alright, guys, is that volume okay? Or is that, like, too quiet or too loud or what? Alright. Can we play Danganronpa instead? No. Maybe later. Maybe I'll put on Danganronpa later. Like, I like getting drunk with, like, the right people. And it can be a nice feeling. You know, you let loose a little more. You kind of go, you know, like it brings out a certain thing in you. I haven't drank in a really long time, though, because I avoid it for, like, health reasons. I've mentioned this before, I have, like, food intolerances, like a lot of them. Popping in to give y'all hugs and kisses before I leave for physio. Hello! Hello, Peachy! Mwah, mwah. Enjoy your physio. You probably won't, but But listen. I listen. Giving you my blessing. It's gonna go well. It's gonna be great. Thanks for stopping by. You're cool. You have a very good day. Yeah, everybody kiss Peachy. Big, everyone surround her and kiss her. It's a big, giant, frickin' amalgamation of people just kissing her. That's a fun image. You shouldn't be intolerant of foods. They're doing their best. I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't. Bro, you have... Bro, I wish, okay? You have no idea. I feel like most people cannot attain the level of discipline that I have when it comes to food, you know? There's so many situations where, like, people are eating fucking, like, donuts, freaking pizza, all this tasty stuff. And I'm like, oh, I really wish I could have some. And then I just can't. Because the difference between how I feel when I'm eating that stuff and when I'm not eating that stuff is too big. There's too big of a difference. Intolerant of foods and races? Okay. Yep, that's me. That's me. So you haven't praised my bad behavior. I'm skipping class for the first time to watch your stream. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Are you actually skipping class? Don't do that. Go to class. If you want to watch my stream in class, you can, maybe. I don't know. As long as you're, like, listening a little bit. But, like, don't skip class. You're gonna get in trouble. Don't be doing that. You should go... I'm not gonna praise your bad behavior. It's math class. Listen, I get it, alright? I wanted to... Like how you accidentally called him a she. Because it's Princess Venus. Yeah, listen, I get it, right? In school, I hated that stuff. But, like... Nah. You're gonna fall behind, and it's gonna be awful, and you have to catch up. Go to class. Alright. I too thought you were a woman. Yeah. What about the... You don't see the Mr. in front of Princess Venus? You don't see Mr.? You thinking that just because he's named Princess, he must be a woman? It's not how it works. Alright? It's 2025. We don't need your closed-mindedness in here. Alright? Men can be princesses too. This is how it works. Hello, Belle. Alright, listen. I can't control what you do, Mr. Venus. That's not my job. I can't police that. I'm not your dad. But I'm not going to encourage it either, alright? This is your decision. This is your decision. And I'm not going to encourage it. You're not doing it because of me. You're doing it because that's what you chose. He's just got on my ass for my mistake. I'm just... This is correction. Ban of skipping class. I could do that. Like, there's some streamers who have done that. But, like, I'm not gonna do that, because then he's just gonna lie about it, right? Like, there's no point. He's gonna be like, oh, no, I'm not actually in class. You know. I don't really think it's my place to police that. But you shouldn't skip class. Ban if do anything? Yeah, you guys are breathing a little too loudly. I'm now gonna ban anyone who breathes from now on. But yes, welcome, welcome, Belle, to the crazy place. Math gave me love, though? What does that mean? How did math give you love? Math has not done anything for this society. Right, yeah, let's just forget the moon landing. Let's just forget engineering and, like, medicine. And the fact that we, like, have cures for diseases that used to kill people horribly. That doesn't exist. That's pointless for society. First to breathe is banned, yeah. Why do we need the Pythagorean theorem? In fairness, most of us don't need to know that, but, like, there's a lot of jobs that do utilize it. You always make me breathe loudly, Exhibit? Good. Name one person in this chat that is an engineer. I'm pretty sure the engineer from TF2 popped in here one time. We're like 30 minutes in and haven't actually started. Listen, I'm having trouble. I'm having fun talking. I'll open it up and like gauge how many answers there are, because I released the answer late. There's probably not even that many answers, or at least the question late, I mean. But let's take a look. Let's take a look. We got 14 responses. That's not like... Yeah, we can get through those. Alright. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so... Yeah, I have food intolerances. Fuck. I went off on such a tangent on everything. I missed what I was originally talking about. I have food intolerances and it fucking sucks. I have to have so much discipline with food. It's so... But, like, the reason I do it is because I feel so shit whenever I eat food that I'm not supposed to eat, and it lasts for such a long time. Like, it lasts, like, weeks. Which I know sounds crazy, but it's like... It takes me to, like, a worse place, mentally, and it stays that way. It's like, it's not like that's the only thing that causes it. It's like it triggers something in me and it takes me and it sets off a lot of things in my body. And then like puts me... It like ruins like the good place I'm in, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to describe it. But anyway, that's why I don't really drink alcohol much now. Even though it's really fun. And I like to do it because it's a lot of fun, but like I don't do it because I can't. I'd love to do more drunk streams. I'd love to drink with friends a bit more and stuff. That'd be fun. But I'm not doing it for now. I would only do it like once in like a blue moon. But yeah. Remember when I was in the school way back in the 90s, the teachers were always like, you gotta learn how to do the math, you won't always have a calculator in your pocket. How wrong they were. Exactly! It's pointless to learn math, it's pointless to learn anything. You can just use Google! Alright? I don't need to learn about the pyramids. You know, like, what? What? Huh? You want to know who the pharaoh in Egypt was? In the early 1500s, I can search that right now. I don't need to learn it in school. I can search it. All right? I don't need the math. I can just use calculator. Okay? All right? I don't need to watch movies. I can just watch summaries on TikTok. Yeah. Why do anything? Why learn anything? It's all in the digital. It's all there. There's no point in doing anything. None. AI is gonna do it for me. Why should I think? ChatGPT will think for me. This is the world we're in. This is the reality. Thinking is a choice. Doing things yourself is a choice now. Before it was necessity, now it's a choice. And if you want to be one of the few people left in this world who thinks, who acts, who does, you need to choose to do that. Gone are the days where that's an option. There's gone are the days where that's a necessity. That's an option now. But if you don't take that option, your life will be meaningless. Make the choice to be meaningful. Make the choice to do it yourself, to learn, to fill your head with knowledge even though it's already out there. To learn how to do things even though it can be done for you. Because one day, maybe it won't be here. One day maybe people will stop valuing what the machines provide us. And they will seek that from humans instead. And when they do, when people finally abandon their machines and look to humans for their talent and ability and thought and ingenuity, you will be there. Because you chose to act in a world that didn't demand it of you. Anyway, maybe it's time to read the first answer now, because I've not even started. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what caused me to go on that rant, guys. I'm just a bit crazy today. I'm a bit crazy. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Unsubscribe to Exhibit A VTuber? What? Written by Evil Venus? Evil's right. What the fuck? That's fucked up. This is the most fucked up answer here. I mean, I haven't read the other ones yet, but I'm willing to bet this is the most fucked up one. Bro. This is not cool. Alright, listen. I'm okay with, like, offensive jokes, but, like, this is going too far. This is too offensive. This is fucked up. You don't joke about things like this. You don't. Yo, same. Mods ban that salad. So you seem like the kind of person who compulsively share your secrets when you're drunk. I agree with that. I would get undressed in public. Really? Really? I can't lie, that's kind of based. It's kind of based. Unsubscribing is evil, that's true. What mods? Listen, how many... Is it just Peachy? Is she the only mod I have? Did I ever add anyone else to as a chat mod? I think on my previous channel I had someone else, like one of my like IRL friends. But that was on the ASMR channel before I created a separate channel for streaming. I've never seen anyone with Peachy's mod. I think on this channel she is the only one. When do I get Supreme mod? Y'all want to be mods? I think I probably should add more mods on at some point. Because I don't know, we're gonna need to control... we need to take... I don't know, more people are gonna be joining the server and stuff. Who would you consider making your mods if you're hiring mods? I'm not gonna say it, because then people are gonna be fighting over it, you know? But I have ideas. Someone that's here every stream. You're just trying to nominate yourself, huh? Moment of silence for Milo. Yeah, poor. Yeah, I mean, I'm still friends with him, by the way. I still talk to him, like, pretty often. But yeah, like, Bree, you're the only one here who knows who Milo is. I'm just now thinking about that. You're the only one here who knows who Milo is. Everyone else here is, like, from the new generation. You're the only person from, like, the old days. You're saying I'm here every stream? Is that a surprise? I'm pretty sure you intentionally do that. Like, I think you've been here every single stream for, like, the past many streams. You're still friends with him? Yeah, I am. I talk to him, like, nearly every day. To carry on Milo's legacy. You have to tell him Bree misses him? Alright, I'll tell him that. Don't hire the girl who mentions canceling you every stream is all I'm saying. That's a good point, Toybox. Maybe I should hire the one who's defending me every time. Oh fuck, sorry, I gotta go. I gotta go get stuff ready for my new job. Maybe I'll be back, bye-bye. Alright, bye-bye, Salad. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so young being here for like 8 months now. I've only been doing like my return to streaming for about 8 months, you know, with this new model. So like, I think all of you here, by comparison to Bree, are like young in terms of how long you've been here. Coming up on a year anniversary? Have I really been doing it for a year? Damn. It's been a year since I made my return to streaming. Not to compete or anything, but Toy is the best mod I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. What servers does she mod in? If she's like modded in other servers and like done well with it, then that's... I feel like that, I would definitely count that in her favor. In terms of like, choosing mods. Mm-hmm. Bam, bam, bam. Alright. Let's... I'm in and out of this channel. It's been nice, though. I'm glad to hear that. She's a Moxie mod. Okay. What are some cool things she's done as a Moxie mod? What's she done? She banned any scoundrels? Has she kept the peace, the order? Is she, want to know of her many accomplishments? Of her, her valiant efforts? Tell me some of her stories. Toy mods for Moxie Cum Dumpster Moxington, and she's good at it. What a name. Being a mod for this channel seems like an intense competition. I think I will select mods soon, or like extend offers. You're every new person, and I'm good with the links, and I take time to make sure everyone is doing okay. Yeah, fair enough. She timed me out when I begged her, and it felt so good. Okay. You turned freaking moderation into a kink. You guys out here fetishizing everything. SMH. She's best at conflict resolution, great at organizing, running up new followers, plus she's just a delight to have any and everywhere. Okay. You guys are definitely making me see the vision. Alright, let's actually read out the second answer. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Get a cock. Written by Zana. Every week it's cock. Every week. Every week it's cock. It's always cock. It's always cock. Every time. But yeah, you know, fair. I mean, as a girl, you probably get curious, right? What it's like to have one. Zana, she likes cocks and she wants to have one. She likes other people's, she wants to have one of her own. Respectable. I remember before I had mine, I felt the same way. You know? It's hard to get one, though. Like, you gotta go through a lot of stuff. You gotta fuck, like that takes me back. I remember the 8 penis trials. Those were, that's still the hardest time of my life. I never want to have to do that again. And I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, so Zana, if you want to get a cock, just know, you gotta really want it, okay? You gotta really want it. Alright, by the 5th trial, I was feeling ready to give up. Alright? By the 5th... But if you make it to the end, you know, you get what you want, you know? And, you know, that's what life's all about at the end of the day. So... We can't see his face, and I know he sighed upon reading that response. Yeah. You're the best plus an A is still an A, and your A is mine. Okay, the girls are getting freaky again. I'm gonna watch with my popcorn. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Alright. Anyway, let's read some more. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Skip work, and still get paid because nobody knows I skipped. Written by Bakya Fuck the Man. And a fist up emoji. Okay, well this is surprisingly tame for Baki. This is not after all the shit you've wrote every other week. This is what you've got. This is what you got for me. This is what you've got for this question. What's something you'd do if no one would find out about it? This is what you answered? After everything you said? I don't know, man. I'm almost disappointed. I was almost hoping you'd give me something fucked up. You know? It would have been high aura. But you know what? You know what? Maybe this is for the best. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's better this way. If you're not a fucked up person. Maybe this is good. You know? You've changed your ways. Either that or you're lying. What's something you... I mean, there's a reason you don't want anyone to find out, so... Maybe you've got the worst thing of all tucked behind here. You just haven't written it. Alrighty. I couldn't put any of my real answers, dude. Yeah. Alright, fair enough. I can only speculate. And cower in fear. I feel you, I couldn't put my real answers there. You? Really, Sakura? I thought you talk about how innocent you are. That's not the kind of thing an innocent person says. What are you thinking? What are you thinking of doing? What are you thinking of doing? I didn't think you would. I didn't think that of you, Sakura. What are you up to? Alright. I'm too innocent to brag how I feed hungry children. You feed hungry children? Do ya? I just don't want to brag about my private good deeds. Oh, okay. That's where you're going with that. Okay. I see. Right, because it's something you do that no one finds out about. It's not something you would do, it's something you do in reality. Okay. Respectable. My real secrets will only be revealed through love and kindness, and by that, I mean anyone I peg. Based. Can you tell me your real secrets? Can you tell me? I think you confused kidnapping with feeding. There's an ongoing speculation on Sarah's innocence. Yep. I mean, she claims to be innocent, but I don't know some of the stuff she's said. Peg? Yeah, peg. Did you just admit to wanting a peg session? No? I wouldn't do that. That's weird. That's weird. Pegging? Ew. What? That's kind of gay. What? Pegging? Ugh, pegging. Guys, what the fuck? Pegging? Ugh. Guys, ugh, pegging. Ugh. Nah. No. No. Not into that. No. It's pretty gay. Pretty gay. Yeah. Alright, turn around, drop the pants, I'll start lubing. Not now. After stream. He's daydreaming right now? No. What does it mean? You could always look it up. You could always look it up, Lily. And you could look it up while looking in the image section. I heard his chair back up. He 100% stood up and bent over. No! Alright, I better read through these a little quicker. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? I would die from Exhibit's voice, because no one would find out I have fallen. Which I haven't, unlike Sakura. Written by Lily or Nya. Damn, the call-out! The call-out! The call-out, that is crazy. That is crazy. What about instead of peg, pig? You want to pig someone? You want to pig someone? Okay. Yeah, the freaking shit. Oh, we're gonna get a cat fight in chat now, guys. Gonna get a cat fight. Hello, J-Dog. Wait a minute, if you die and nobody knows, how do you get Exhibit A at your tombstone? Or Exhibit... That's a good question. Told you, I always resist his voice. Lily, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that. There was that one time. There was that one time. And you only changed your mind because people saw you. And you were embarrassed. You're letting society and people around you dictate what you enjoy. You should be free. Be free. Make up your own mind. Like the music? It's from Persona 3? Yeah. From Persona 3. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Keep only physical copies that are meant to be destroyed within the next 5 minutes. Paper shredder, then fire. No electronic copies, that's how they all get caught. Now, to get rid of the last physical evidence, takes out knife. Any last requests? Ready for servitude in exchange for your life? What? Written by Bell, the definitely not a yandere. What do you mean physical copies? What? What? Physical copies of what? I don't think I get it. I think I might be stupid. Is it like, just you destroying evidence? Because you kidnapped me? I physically can't lie. I don't know if it's how I was raised or it's a characteristic of mine. Even just doing certain lies is enough to make me physically sick. Some people are like that. And you know, it's not a bad thing, because it means you're honest. It means you got your... It means you got your heart on your sleeve. It means you're a trustworthy person. It means that people can trust you because you don't lie. You know, you'll always be honest with them. They know what to expect from you. That's a good thing in a way. It might not be good for you sometimes, because there might come a time in your life when you have to lie to someone in order to, like, not get in trouble and not, like, have your life ruined, maybe, but, you know, maybe that's a smaller price to pay for living a life that's more true to yourself. People who don't lie, they tend to live more and more true lives. There's a reason why compulsive liars exist, and it's because... Why are you talking about CP? What's going on? What the hell are you talking about? What is happening? What? What? Alright, anyway. What was I saying? There's a reason why, There's a reason why compulsive liars exist, and it's because when you tell a lie, there's a part of you that believes it. So, why do compulsive liars lie and say, oh, I've got this super awesome fancy car, I'm so cool, I'm so great, oh, I did this thing the other day, oh, I saved this person from a robber, I'm so cool. The reason why they lie about that is because, as they say that, they live out a fantasy. Alright? And that's because the things that we say, they have power. And there's a part of us that subconsciously believes that whenever we do that, right? Some, you know, like... And so, if you tell the truth all the time, then the opposite happens. You have a clear understanding of who you are. You have a clear understanding of reality that's not distorted. Because you're being honest. And that's... I think that's an important psychological thing to keep in mind. So it's good to tell the truth. The only issue is, I feel like there's certain people who can't afford to. I think I'm one of them. I could never be the kind of person who tells the truth all the time. Maybe I could be the kind of person who doesn't lie. Right? If I avoided lying to, like, people to, like, hide things. But, like, telling the truth and being honest about everything, I don't think I could. I feel like I have too much to hide. I feel like I have too many things that I don't want people knowing about. I couldn't do that. I couldn't live that kind of life. I couldn't be that kind of person. I wouldn't survive. You know. As much as I think that being honest is a virtue, and that it's a virtue to never lie about anything, to wear your heart on your sleeve, I think that there's only certain kinds of people who can afford to do that. I think if you can do that, then you're a lucky person. Because not everyone can. You know? Some of us have done things that we regret. What's everyone talking about now? When Peachy abbreviated cyberpunk when you popped in the other chat in the other day, chat spent a good 30 minutes coming up with other abbreviations for CP. Bro. Let's see what... His voice is kind of hot and kind of, yeah, but fall, like, I'm just clumsy, that's it. Yeah, you're just clumsy. You're just clumsy. It's not because you're captivated or nothing. Never. That would never be the case. Of course not. I mean, he has a hot voice, but you just have to say no and resist. Got it? Do you, though? Do you? Why resist? Why resist? Don't resist. Accept what you are. Embrace and enjoy the sheer bliss, the sheer pleasure of Exhibit A. It feels so good to submit. Submit to me. I'm still gonna work on the Exhibit Yaoi soon? Yeah, you do. I really liked your Yuri, by the way. That was awesome. Yuri of me and Peachy. Very based. Very based. I approve. I'm good at resisting, she says in all caps. So desperate to convince the world. Alright, next one, next one. Let's get through these a little quicker. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Get rid of unsavory people. People who, for example, hurt children, women, and pets. Written by Riku. I mean, fair enough. In fairness, I think even if people did know about that, people would kind of be on your side. You know? But, you know, you want to be a vigilante. You want to be like Batman. Except Batman didn't kill people, but you probably do want to. But, you know, I feel like this is one of the only, serious answers so far. I think that's... Oh, aside from Baki's. Baki's is serious. Skip work. This is like one of the only serious ones we've got so far. And you know, I think a lot of us have that desire to like be a vigilante, you know, and like get rid of the people that we don't like. But you know, there's a lot of danger that comes with that. I think the problem with vigilantism isn't the act itself, because I think there are certain kinds of people that like you'd be helping the world if you got rid of them, right? Maybe the justice system doesn't do a very good job of getting rid of those people, so if you can do it, then that's not inherently bad, right? Like, if you're able to, like, save people by getting rid of dangerous people, that's not bad. The problem with vigilantism is that oftentimes it leads to the wrong people getting punished, right? Vigilantes will be very convinced that they've got the right person. They're like, okay, this person's done all this horrible fucked up shit, and they, like, kill them, they carve off their kneecaps, they chop off their balls, they do whatever. right? But then afterward, they realize, oh fuck, actually I got the wrong person. This was just some random guy, right? That's because as a vigilante, you don't have access to the same kinds of like evidence and forensics and technology that like the police force does. So like if you go out there and you're the judge, jury, and executioner, chances are you're gonna make the wrong call somewhere. That's why vigilantism is bad. It's not that it's like bad. It's not that the government has more of a right to punish evil people than we do. That's not what I mean, right? That's not why vigilantism's bad. It's bad because we don't have as much power, right? And if you don't have as much power and ability and technology and whatnot, you're less likely to get the right people, right? You don't have a justice system at your disposal. You don't have a jury at your disposal. You don't have all these mechanisms that are designed to try and get the right person. You get the wrong person, well, guess what? Now you're the piece of crap. Now you're the person who deserves to get offed because you've just killed an innocent person, right? You've become what you hate. So that's the problem with it. But then it all comes down to, you know, how good are you at it? Arguably, there's nothing wrong with a vigilante who's good enough at their job. It's just, how many vigilantes are there like that? Probably not that many. You know? Like, not everyone can be Batman. You know, we like stories like that because we like the idea of, like, there actually being someone like that who is strong enough, powerful enough. We watch things like Dexter, you know, he goes after, like, killers and shit, and, like, whatever, you know, he's, like... He's a serial killer who kills killers. Right? But I'm pretty sure even at some point in that series, he accidentally killed the wrong guy at one point. That was, like, a plot point. And so... just like that, you've now become what you hate, you know? And that's the reality of it, right? We like to live out a fantasy. We like to think, oh, I would do it so much better. I would do it well. I would, like, make the world better if only I could get away with it. You know, why doesn't someone just take the law into their own hands and just get rid of who needs to be gotten rid of? But you're just one person, right? You're not a forensics team. You're not, like, you haven't got, like, a whole bunch of stuff at your disposal. You might make the wrong call. And you know what? The government makes the wrong call, too, sometimes. And every time that happens, they deserve to be called out on it, and they deserve to be reprimanded for it. And the people responsible for it should be punished. But there's a big difference between having court at your disposal, having, like, people who know how to, like, examine evidence and look at DNA and do all these things, these professionals who have trained for it, and just having all these different things at your disposal to get you the answers. There's a difference between that and just being some random person who doesn't really know what you're doing. You know? You guys are talking about Yagami Yato? When he says vigilante, I think of Villain Deku ASMR that Yagami Yato made 5 years ago. Isn't it funny how vigilante Deku actually became a thing? People memed on that. They were like, oh, vigilante Deku, what a funny fanfiction thing. And then it actually became canon. And then the series kind of went to shit. I never watched far enough, but I've heard weird stuff about it, and, like, it's not very promising. Vigilantism is hard mode for justice, yeah. But yeah, Yagami Yato. Yagami Yato got cancelled a few times. Did she ever actually do anything bad, though? Like, I know some people were saying... I know that eventually people started to claim that she, like, groomed someone. Did that? Was there actually evidence for that? Or did people just, like, sneak that in alongside the other things that she was cancelled for? And then people just, like, believed it because they already hated her. Like, is that what happened? Or was there actual proof for that? Like, I genuinely don't know. Because I know that in the beginning she was cancelled for, like, stupid shit that I just don't think matters at all. Right? But if she got, like, if she actually did groom someone, then yeah, that's bad. But, like, I'm just wondering, like, she was cancelled for so much stupid stuff before that. Like, did that actually happen, or did people just, like, slip that in with, like, the other stuff? I believe everyone cancelled her because her face reveal sucked? Really? That's funny. I I'm never revealing my face. I'm not. I'm not. I have a feeling you guys... I'm sure you guys would be nicer about it. I'm still not gonna do it, though. I want to be anonymous forever. I want to be anonymously famous. I want the benefits of being famous without getting recognized in public all the time, alright? I want the best of both worlds. I want to be like Hannah Montana. I want to be online and be super popular and cool and known by everyone. Then I want to walk into a coffee shop and then have no one recognize me. And I want to listen in on other people having conversations about, oh, have you heard of Exhibit A? He's so cool. And I can listen and be like, hey, they're talking about me, you know? I want that feeling. I think that would be awesome. She got cancelled for rumors saying that she claimed to be in the next My Hero Academia season. Did she actually claim that she was? I think I vaguely remember that. There was, like, rumors about it, but then did she, like, agree with those rumors and was like, yeah, that's true? Because if so, then yeah, that's stupid. Like, that's kind of a bad move. It's not the worst thing you can do, it's just... I mean, don't lie to your fans. I edited Yagami Yato's audios for fun, but I gave up because I stopped supporting her. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you make edits? Awesome. I'd be happy if you made edits of my stuff. That'd be great. I'd love people making stuff based on me. Well, she wasn't like a model, she just looked like a normal girl. It was seriously just a bad photo. That's a dumb reason to get cancelled. That's dumb. Yeah, it's like... They did that with freaking Dream as well. Dream's not ugly. But they had such high expectations of him that when he turned out to be like an ordinary guy, they freaking clowned on him. But Dream's kind of an asshole, so he sort of deserves it. I'm editing Exhibit's audios next. Awesome! Go for it. What kind of edits do you mean, though? Like, what kinds of stuff do you make? Like, what does it look like? So, like, you put my audio into, like, overlay it with, like, an animation or something? Like, what is it like? You sure you don't want me to kiss you and reveal yourself to be a prince? Okay, maybe that's a little tempting. Maybe that's a little tempting. It's crazy to cancel someone because it's not a Greek god or goddess in your opinion. Yeah, I mean, I think that's stupid. Like, people have such high expectations of these people. They're like, oh... It's like, what were you thinking? You think they're gonna be some hot, awesome... You think that just because someone has a nice voice, that means that they're hot in real life? That's not how it works. Right? That's... Someone having a nice voice doesn't automatically mean that they must be hot. Like, just because someone's a cool entertainer doesn't mean that they must be hot. Like, why are you making that assumption to begin with? What right do you have to be disappointed that they're not hot? Like, why did you assume that they would be? There's no evidence of that, right? I mean, that's the case with me, right? I have a nice voice and I'm hot. I'm a good entertainer and I'm hot. But, like, that's not the case for everyone, right? Like, I'm not the standard. So, yeah. She didn't face reveal on purpose. Someone just found a photo. That's even worse. You're just judging her for something that she didn't mean to reveal. The fuck? I think the Dream face reveal reaction was mostly because of his past. Yeah, he was just, I don't know, he had such a toxic fan base, man. You guys aren't allowed to be like that. I'm keeping you guys in line. Nah. We're keeping it together. You guys are cool. You guys are cool. You guys are a good fan base. He's gonna discipline his supporters. Yeah, I am. You guys are getting a spanking. The Dream SMP saga was wild, though I didn't really look into it. I barely know anything about any of that. I didn't really watch any of that. I think that Dream is extremely good at, like, freaking Minecraft stuff, right? Like, I've seen some clips of him doing crazy shit, like freaking, like jumping off from, like, a high ledge and then mid-air crafting something on a crafting table before he hits the ground. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, he's insane at Minecraft, right? So I can respect that. It's just he kind of turned out to be an asshole. And he let his fan base become really fucking weird. And, like, yeah, no. Like, I don't want to end up like that. I want to make sure that I stay on the same page as my fan base as it grows. So as it grows bigger, you know, there's going to be more, like, strange people that enter it who maybe aren't doing good things. And I need to sort of keep on top of that if I want to make sure I have, like, a community that represents me well, you know. I basically insert or take parts of an audio and insert a meme or funny audio next to it. Sometimes I use gotcha with it because my art skills whack. Alright. Miyato's face reveal is what revealed to me that she was a woman. Yeah, because she does such good, like, male voices. Like, that's crazy. That's not common. Like, that's a serious, like, talent right there. It's a shame that it kind of went to waste, because, like, I don't think she's around anymore. Unless she is. What was the last thing she... Wait, no, she is? She still makes stuff? I just took a look. She made something 1 day ago. Why does no one talk about her anymore, then? I thought she didn't exist. What? Damn. Isn't it crazy how someone that popular can suddenly become, like, irrelevant, like, that quickly? That's scary. I don't want that to be me. I want to stay relevant. I want to stay popular. I want people to love me and worship me. And, like, lick my feet and shit. You know, not that last part. That is metaphorical. Metaphorical! Get away from my feet! Get away right now! Get away. Yeah, come on. Hello, Angel Dust. Welcome! Welcome to the chat. Awesome to see you here. Everyone's take on Minecraft is that you hop on for a decent 2 weeks, then abandon the server. I mean, that's the vibe, right? We come back to Minecraft every now and then, but then we have our phase, and then we leave it be for like another 2 years. Think Minecraft will ever get another boost like the Dream SMP again in terms of popularity? I think PewDiePie boosted it as well. So, like, I think if, like, big people get involved with it, it kind of revives it, you know? Looks like I entered at the wrong time. No, no, stop. We're talking about normal things. If I can't be by your feet, can I at least take a lap and bring Sakura and Toy with me? Sure. I'm fine with that. You mean all three of you are gonna be on my lap? How's that work? I mean, listen, you're free to try. You're free to try. I don't know. You can try. I'm open to it. You can try it. Having 3 girls on my lap is not a bad thing. I love being on the lap. Do you know? There's never a right time to join an exhibit stream. Yeah, it's like you'll just join. And then someone will be talking about fucking incest. Someone will be talking about freaking cock or Boku no Pico or fucking whatever other freaking topics have come up. 3 Lega, 3 girls. That's true. 1 leg for each girl. Right. Yeah. Who's getting the third one? Who's getting the third one? Boku no Pico's so old. Yeah, that Boku no Pico came up on one of my freaking streams. Someone wrote it as an answer. As like one of the like, what's a piece of media you want everyone to experience? And like, that's a real throwback, because like, I've not heard anyone talk about Boku no Pico in so long, so that was a real throwback. Why would someone do that? Gross. Yeah, I wonder who would do that, Baki. I wonder who would do that. I wonder. I sure wonder. I remember there's so many videos of people like reacting to it, and like, it's like... There's so many... Yeah. Those were the days when anime was new. When you'd still get bullied for liking it. And all the like anime tubers were at the top. Alright. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Rob a bank. Name has been left blank. Fair enough. I mean, me too. Me too. I'd want all the money. Like, yeah, I would do that. I would want that. I would do that. Yeah. Fair. And, like, no one loses anything from that, right? Robbing a bank? Like, stealing... Okay, not robbing. Stealing money from a bank is a victimless crime. Because no one's actually losing anything aside from, like, people who have way more money than they'll ever need. Like, it's not like you're stealing the money from the people working at the bank. It's not like you're stealing the money from the people who have deposited to that bank. Because it gets replaced, it gets, you know, it's insured and all that. You know. If you're with the bank, you don't lose money if that bank gets robbed. They have to still give you the money you put in. The only people who lose anything are the freaking people who own the banks, and like, they've got bajillions. You know, they don't need all that. And they do unethical things to get their money. They're involved in all sorts of shady business. It's a victimless crime. Of course, it's not that way if you straight up rob it, because then you're gonna hold people at gunpoint, make them think they're gonna die and shit. But like, I mean, come on, like is it that big of a deal? I think if I was in a bank and then someone robbed it, and then I had to like get on the floor with like my hands behind my head, I would understand, right? It's like, okay, yeah, you're making me fear for my life a bit, but like, you're gonna get serious money from this, right? Like, if if I'm a real bro, I'll let you rob the bank, right? If I'm a real bro, I'll understand, right? Like, you're not here for me, you're not here for my stuff. You're here to rob the corpos, right? You're here to rob the corpos. It's not me that you got your beef with. You know, I would still be fearing for my life, probably. I think it would be pretty scary, but, like, listen, man, just take your money and go. I'm not getting involved. I ain't being no hero. There's nothing heroic about protecting the establishment. Nothing heroic about it. Alright? That person who's robbing the bank is going to make way better use of that money than the person who... than the freaking bank owner or whatever, you know? Like, there's way more money than they'll ever spend in their life, right? They're just watching a number grow up at that point. And exploiting people to make that number go up. To make that money go up. Person who's robbing the bank, though, he's probably going to spend it on something cool, right? He's going to spend it on a freaking yacht. He's going to go buy shit. Alright, he's going to buy video games. He's going to do all sorts of crap. Right? The amount of happiness in the world is going up by him stealing that money. Because he's actually going to use it well. Would have written that, but I figured someone else would have written that, except I'm unsubscribing. What? Don't unsubscribe. It kind of trips me out how if you take like 1 million people and have them hand out $1, that person becomes a millionaire. Yeah, I mean, that is how math works. That's how the world, you know, that's how it is. We put you in a burrito. You got put, why is Venus being put in a burrito? Why is everyone insisting they're on a normal answer? I'm just reading up on chat. Put your phone number in the bag? Why do you want my... steal my phone number? Alright, what's all you do if no one would find out about it? Bree, you lied. You did not write a normal one. Alright. Firstly, I would create Boyfriend ASMR, and upon growing my channel, I would create a Discord server for my fans. Later on, I would notice my fandom has grown a strong liking to incest. To keep said fandom entertained, I would feed into the incest jokes here and there. However, this would all be done under a secret name. I would use this name not only for my YouTube channel, but for my Discord username as well. Finally, I would become busy with my life outside my YouTuber persona. Therefore, nobody would ever suspect that it was me behind the mask of it all. If I ever did live streams to feed my content-hungry fans, I would only ever do those live streams at a certain time at night to keep the mystery of my life hidden. Keeping everyone on their toes, I would appear vaguely in my own Discord server. That way, when I do actually send a message here and there, my fans would feel as if they have hit the jackpot. They would think, wow, I actually managed to be online at the same time as my favorite YouTuber. Right, yeah, cause me only occasionally showing up in the Discord is totally an intentional thing to, like, seem mysterious. It's totally not just the fact that I'm a deadbeat, right? Like, I'm the internet equivalent of a deadbeat dad. For that reason, my fans would stay active, waiting my unknown returns. Therefore, activity in my Discord server would never cease. Finally, during my weekly live streams that are filmed to feed my content-hungry fans. Why is content-hungry fans showing up so often? I would interact with those in my live chat to create a bond that may seem special to them. For that reason, the fans would continue to tune in weekly, awaiting their special interactions, quote-unquote special interactions with their favorite YouTuber. And for that reason, the views during my weekly live streams would never exaggeratedly decrease. Though the appearances in my Discord server may not be frequent, I would still dedicate time to creating a bond between the entirety of my fandom. That way, they would never want to leave. Written by Bree. Wow, that's a cool thing that you would do, Bree. That's such a cool thing. You got one thing wrong there, though. I like how you're talking about the incest as if my fans started it, and then I played into it. I don't know how to break this news to you, Bree. I don't know how to tell you this. That's not how it started. It started from me. I brought it up first. And then they picked up on it. And now they're the ones doing it more than me. But I started it. There was that one stream where Thomas was like, alright, we listen and we don't judge. What's your guys' we listen and we don't judge? And we all, me, Peachy, and him, we gave our things, our secret things, and mine was a certain something, and that's how it all started. That's whenever my channel started to get weird, right? That's what marks it, right? Because before then, I was kind of on the normal side, but that's where it all went downhill. You see it was incest? Okay, I'm realizing that the way that I phrased it there makes it sound like I actually fucked my sister or something. That's not what happened. The man himself had to tell you for you to believe me. Okay, no, I didn't do incest, right? I said something along the lines of, you guys know how Pornhub has a stepsister section? Well, let's just say that category exists because of people like me. You know, it was something like that. I said something along those lines, and that's how it happened. Anyway, yep, that's how it all started. This is where we are. This is the result. Yep, this is the result. But you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. You know, that's how the cookie crumbles. I don't know why you're trying to relate this. It's her personal idea what she would do, weirdo, nothing to do with you. Uh-huh. I fell asleep and I just woke up to you talking about incest. I'm both confused but amused. You fell asleep just now? How often do you watch my streams, little misfit? Are you like new here? Siblings is the only incest I accept, but only under ethical terms. Why does it matter if it's step? Why does it matter? Alright. Anyway, just we're scaring off little misfit. This is your, I don't know. Is this your first impression of me? How many times have you been here before? This is freaking. If this is your first impression of me, oh god, guys, don't scare them off. We need a. No, I'm normal. Haven't joined a stream before, been asleep for about an hour. But, right, okay. Little Misfit, welcome to the channel. I do normal things. I'm not a weirdo, I swear. Okay, don't leave. Please don't go. Alright, next answer. Alright, what would you do if no one would find out about it? Can't think of anything because I'm an angel, and I would never do stuff that can't be public. Why are you curious, Sibbit, Okay, lol. One thing I commonly do is stalking, like social media stalking, online stuff, not watching from afar stuff. And I just do it with my crush, when it comes to my sisters or friends' crushes to help them. Written by Princessa and the Sakura Petal. Sure wonder who that was. I sure wonder. One time I slept to rain noises and woke up to sensual female ASMR. Yeah. Alright. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Oh wait, I should address this first. I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't know if it's inherently... Is it... Like, how... It's hard to argue that it's inherently wrong, right? To just look at people's social media. Like, I know we stigmatize that because, like, it shows that you're, like... We call it stalking, but, like... If it's on the internet, and it's public, like, you have a right to see it, right? Like, it's public. It's not like they're trying to hide it. Like, you're allowed to look at it if it's public. That's not weird. But, like, we treat that like it's a super strange thing. I guess it's weird in the sense that, like... You know, if you get exposed doing it, then they find out, oh, you've been paying attention to me, you've been, like, looking at me, you're, like, interested. Right? Like, you're putting a focus on them, that's kind of, like, weird or something, but... It's public, right? It's not wrong if it's public. It's not wrong to look at stuff that's public. You know? It's different if it's stuff they don't want you to see. If it's like, you found their social media, but it's like a secret social media they didn't want you to know about, like, that's bad. Maybe you shouldn't look at that. But if it's supposed to be public, it's not wrong to look at it, you know? That's how it is. I don't know if that's like a weird opinion. I genuinely don't know, but like, I don't know. Anyway. What if he doesn't want to be found, but it's still public? I mean, I don't know. Like... I mean, if you find it, that's whatever. Just don't tell other people about it. What, did you discover something from someone? Why are you saying it like that? Alright, anyway, I'm moving on to the next one. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Generally speaking, there's not a ton of malicious stuff I'd want to get away with. But if the question is what would you do if you could get away with it, no consequences, I'd definitely take Baki to all my favorite nature-y spots to fork. To fork! What? What the heck? Okay. Well, I mean, fair enough. Honestly, respect. I would enjoy having sex in public. That would be fun as hell. I just wouldn't want, again, I wouldn't want the consequences, you know? That shit's illegal. You can go to jail. You can be put on the sex offender registry for that. But, like, doing that shit in public? That sounds like fun. You know? Like, why not? We make a whole connect the dots bunny rabbit on the map of my state out of all the places we'd claim. Other than that, I would do a lot of shoplifting, especially cosmetic supplies. Yo, based. Another, like, kind of semi-victimless crime. I say semi because, like, if you shoplift too much, it can get, like, the people who work at the shop in trouble. But, like, I don't know, it's kind of a gray zone, because, like, if, like, one person does it, it's not really going to be an issue. It's only an issue if it's, like, an ongoing issue. Right, and lots of people shoplift from there. Like, if, like, one or two people do it, like, no one's getting in trouble for that. No one's losing anything of value. Right. Especially cosmetic supplies and pharmacy first aid type stuff. It's all super expensive, which isn't fair in this kind of economy. I mean, that's essential items, right? Like, no one... It's fucked up how, like, pharmaceutical companies, like, extort people for, like, stuff that's, like, necessary for their continued existence. I'd take only a few of everything, but the way I'd be able to share with my friends, too, when they needed medical supplies or makeup. If I ran society, I'd tax the rich equally and use those funds to give everyone universal income, which could cover things like that so your paycheck could go towards necessities like food and rent. But that's a whole other thing. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't yet. Written by Toybox the Broke and Lustful. You know what? Fair enough. Based answer. I agree. I mean, me too, honestly. I would, if I could get away with it all the time and never get caught, I would do a lot of shoplifting. I'd just steal every cool thing. You know, and, like, just live easy. Like, if you didn't have to pay for food, you'd have so much money left over. Like, you would not be struggling anymore. So, that'd be great. Like, if I could just shoplift all my food. You know, fair enough. I'm a klepto. I do not recommend getting into shoplifting. Turns into an addiction, and it's not fun to deal with. Yeah, like, in the real world, where you can actually get in trouble for shoplifting, don't do it, because, like, you're gonna get caught eventually. Like, they've dealt... People in the shops, they've dealt with shoplifters before. There's a reason why they have those security measures in. It's because it's happened before. Right? So you're gonna get caught doing it. Maybe you'll be able to get away with it once, maybe twice, but you're not gonna always get away with it. You know? Because they know that there's people out there who want to shoplift, and they've put procedures in place to stop it from happening. You're gonna get in trouble. Don't do it. It's not worth going to jail over, like, one item. It's true. But yeah, it's not like I think you're actually harming anyone, though, by stealing from a shop. If it's a big shop, not like a small... Because if it's like a small business, yeah, that does affect someone. If you're stealing from like a big store, that probably doesn't affect anyone. It would if a lot of people do it. So if it's an ongoing issue, maybe don't contribute to that. But if you're like the first person to do it in a while, that's not going to affect anyone. But like, don't do it, right? Don't do it. Not because it's wrong, but because you're going to get caught, you know? You shouldn't go to prison over that. You know, there's big consequences for that. There's certain countries that won't let you visit them anymore if you do that. You know, you end up on the criminal registry. It can, even if you don't go to jail, it restricts what places you can go and what things you can do. It's not worth it. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Steal a whole lot of food and money and drinks, and just theft. The stores don't need that much shit, written by Mr. Weenus. Yo. True. That's basically the same answer. Well, partially. Minus the doing stuff in public. Good answer, though. Good stuff. Very true. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? You know what. Banana emoji, milk emoji. What the fuck does that mean? Banana... It's like that one question I always ask in TF2. It's like... do you... Like, or what is it? Do you or do you not eat the milky part of the banana? Like, that's what I ask, isn't it? Or yeah, do you eat your banana with or without the milky part? That's what I always say in TF2. And everyone else gets confused and they're like, what the fuck do you mean by that? And then some people just answer it earnestly. Written by not Moxie the Moon Goose's moderator. Oh, the moderator. Right. So wait, Toy? No, Toy just wrote hers. But maybe Baki's also a mod? I don't know. Alright. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? I would rob some greedy company and spend the money on my friends or my utopia. Yeah, greedy companies. They don't need that shit. Here's the thing, right? It's like, why do we think of it as wrong to steal from big corporations? Why? Why do we think of it as wrong? Like, if you think about it, there's things that we do on a daily basis that we think of as normal that are more harmful than stealing from corporations, right? Things like piracy, things like shoplifting, all these things. Like, why are these things so heavily looked down upon compared to things that are actually genuinely harmful that we don't even care that much about, right? Like, if anything, spending money towards a corporation can be harmful, right? Like buying something that's unethically made, or supporting a company that engages in unethical things. If anything, supporting them is the harmful thing to do, right? Like if you buy from Nestle, you know, they've engaged in all sorts of horrible labor practices. You know, you can read all about it. There's so much shit they've done. That's not stigmatized, right? No one bats an eye if you buy Kit Kat, you know? No one bats an eye if you buy from McDonald's, who sources their meat from, like, animals who have been treated really horribly and put in horrible conditions and killed in really painful ways. No one cares. No one bats an eye, right? But the minute you do something that is bad for a corporation, rather than individuals or living beings without power, whether they be humans or animals or whatever else, the minute you steal from a person in power, suddenly it's a big deal. Suddenly everyone's talking about it. Isn't it weird how our priorities almost seem like to be the opposite of what they should be? Right? If you engage in the market in a way that's bad for individuals, bad for, like, people at the bottom, those actions aren't stigmatized. It's not stigmatized to buy slave labor and affect people in other countries. It is stigmatized to steal from a corporation and make things bad for the people at the top. Why is that? That's not a rhetorical question. I'm about to answer it. It's because the people with power have created our morals. They are the ones who have created the mechanisms that we are using to think right now. They're the ones who have created the culture that we live in. Right? So the answer to the question of why is it considered more wrong to pirate something than it is to spend money on slave labor? Why is that the case? It's because that's how the higher-ups in society want you to think. So they have intentionally and knowingly made society work in such a way that you think that way. They have created propaganda, and they have controlled the conversation, so that we live in a world where Our priorities are backwards. It is more stigmatized to do things that affect corporations than things that affect people. And that's not me saying that you should feel ashamed to buy a hamburger, or that you should feel ashamed to buy a Kit Kat, or ashamed to do these things like supporting unethical industries, because, like, you know, it's a complicated world, right? It's hard to live a completely clean life. What I am saying is that if you think it's wrong, or if you think that you should be stigmatized for pirating a game, for pirating a movie, for shoplifting, for stealing from a corporation, for doing any of these things, if you think those actions should be stigmatized, how much more should it be stigmatized to do things that affect individuals, like buying an unethical product, supporting slave labor, buying meat that was from animals treated horribly? How much more should those things be stigmatized? Right? If you think those other things are wrong. Now, I'm saying I don't stigmatize either of those things, right? I don't give a fuck if you buy unethical products. I also don't give a fuck if you pirate shit. I also don't give a fuck if you steal from corporations. Right? So I'm being consistent. Those of you out there who are saying one is okay but not the other, that's where the contradiction is, because why is it worse to steal from a corporation than to support, you know, the oppression of the weak, right? That doesn't make sense. That's backwards. That's the opposite. If you're going to say that one is wrong, then it should be the one that affects people who are people, you know, individuals, not corporations, you know? Anyway, that's what I have to say about that. I don't remember how I got onto that topic. How did I get onto that topic? Did it all start with freaking, Oh yeah, no, with Utopia's answer. Yeah, greedy companies. A lot of you want to steal from companies. That's fair. Was Exhibit not doing exhibitionism, SMH? That part comes later in the stream. Don't worry. She was saying the problem with what people believe is inconsistency. I wouldn't say inconsistency is the core of the issue. Like, I don't think being a hypocrite is, like, the worst thing in the world. It's just that it doesn't really make sense, right? You're prioritizing the wrong things. Like, you're prioritizing the wrong things. Like, if you're going to care about how people are interacting in the market in an unethical way, the things you should care about first are the things that affect individuals, not corporations. Right? Does that make sense? It's not that, like, you know... Anyway. Hello, Peachy! Welcome! Glad to see you here. Finish your physio. Awesome. You all home and settled now? Got a couple more answers to go through. This is the best stream I've joined in a very long time. Thank you for this, man. I'm very happy to hear that. What the heck? And this is your first stream from me too. I hope you'll stop by again. By the way, I have a Discord server. It is in the description. If you want to see more of my streams in the future, I'd recommend that you join that server, because that you'll be better notified on streams. You'll be notified in advance about them and stuff as well. And you also get to talk with the community. You get to make friends with all these cool, awesome people. And they are very cool and awesome. One of those cool, awesome people is Peachy. She is a very dear friend of mine. It was a bit rough today, but I'm glad I get to catch the end of Menhera Monday. Hell yeah! You get to catch it. Awesome stuff. Getting good answers today? Kinda, yeah. I've been agreeing with a lot of them. A lot of people talking about how they want to steal. Shoplift. And I'm like, yeah, true. I would do that too. I can tell y'all seem so sweet. I'm happy to be here. Welcome to the community then, little misfit. I look forward to seeing you again. Hope... Alright, we got a couple more answers to go through. What's something you would do if no one would find out? Probably eat food and contemplate about life. You really think I'm going to expose myself? Written by Skylar. Right, okay, you're keeping secrets too? You're not coming out and telling us? You can share with the class. We won't judge you. Come on, we got... This is the chat where we freaking got time stop as an answer one of these weeks, okay? As time stop is their superpower. I don't think there's anything you could say here that would really get you in trouble at this point. Like, there's anything goes. I mean, there's some limits, but you can get pretty far. The weirdest one was the guy who wants to do anonymous VTubing and boyfriend ASMR. Yeah, that'd be so weird. Who would want to do that? I'd totally steal if I could guarantee never getting caught. Yeah. You and me both. This question really felt like a setup. Oh wait, Bree, did you write the same thing as Skylar? Damn. Oh. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? I would walk around my house without clothes, written by Nate. Can't you already do that? It's your house. I guess you probably live with people. You just do it whenever they're away. But I guess it fits the question though. What's something you would do? But if it is something that you do, then maybe. I'd totally be a VTuber and do voice acting if I never got caught. Oh no. Imagine. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Tits! Written by Baki, the total real Baki. Why'd you write it like that? Is this actually not Baki? But no, fair. I would also do tits if no one would find out about it. I would also do them if people would find out about it. I would do tits in front of everyone, right? I would record it and show it to people. Yeah. I'm heading out for a bit. Thank you so much for having me here and for being so sweet. Stay safe. Very glad to have you here, little misfit. I'm glad that you enjoyed, and I'm glad you waking up right as I talked about incest did not put you off. I'm glad that it didn't. And I hope that it doesn't put you off in the future, because we do say weird shit here. It is common. But we also have cool, fun, real conversations as well. We have a little bit of everything here. A little bit of everything. Show it to people? Yeah, it's called pornography. And you get lots of money for it. Not really. It actually doesn't pay as well as people claim. It's one of the big lies of that. You speaking from experience? God, I wish. That wasn't me, for the record. That's a thing people already know I do. Right. Fair enough. What's something you would do if no one would find out about it? Eliminate my enemies. There can only be one. No answer. Right, guys, that appears to be all the answers. This has been a really fun stream, guys. This is the best stream I've had in a while. I'll be honest. I feel like recently I've been really getting out of the groove when it comes to streaming. One of my favorite songs? Hell yeah! Awesome! Great way to finish, isn't it? Assuming I finish soon. Which I probably will, unless I yap about something. But. I've been feeling out of the groove lately with streaming, right? Like, I feel like I've been losing my touch. You know, like, I haven't been satisfied with how I've been on some of my streams. In terms of how I act and how I feel and all that. But this one went really well. I feel really good in this one. It's been really fun. I'm, like, speaking about things. I'm talking about deep things as well, which is awesome. I like talking philosophy. I like talking morals, world stuff, you know? I like doing that. It's fun. You know? I'm glad I've still got it. I've still got it in me. I was getting a bit worried, because, like, I don't know. I've been feeling, like, more out of the groove, right? Like I'm not really doing it the way that I want to. It's not like I'm not enjoying the streams. I still do. It's like I was not doing it the way I wanted to, you know? Like, I felt like I wasn't doing well enough at it. Like, I wasn't streaming well enough. But, you know, today I've been streaming the way I want to be, you know? And I've got the real streamer energy back again, and that's good. I'm glad I still got it. I'm still born to be a streamer at the end of the day. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. Even if I have to go on hiatuses sometimes, even if I take breaks sometimes, even if I'm just streaming less sometimes because I'm busy with life, I'll always be here. I'm not stopping. Not anytime soon. I'm in this for the end game. I want to be a cool streamer. That's what I want to be. And I am a cool streamer, so I've already kind of succeeded, but I want to be a cool streamer who does more things. And has a lot of people who know about me, you know. I want to be a legend. And who can blame me? Legends are cool. So thank you, everyone, very much for being here. Thank you for joining me on this awesome journey. And without further ado, I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye. Yeah, beat me in a submission, Peachy.